Hello everyone, this is Tanya here and I welcome you all to another insightful episode of our series It's a Matter of Principles by EduTV, where we bridge schools to universities. Today, we are honored to have two very eminent personalities with us, two distinguished educationists, thought leaders who have been instrumental in shaping young minds and preparing them for the future. Our guest for today, Dr. Bhavna Chipper, the dynamic principal of Laburnum Public School, Gurugram. With her visionary leadership and commitment to academic excellence, she has been a guiding force in nurturing students to become confident, responsible, and future ready citizens. Welcome to the program, ma'am. Joining us as a
Jai.
host for today's discussion, we also have with us Dr. Sumanjit Das, the head of the Marketing and Communication Department at IFIM College, Bangalore. With his vast experience in higher education and deep understanding of the student's journey, Mr. Das will be steering today's conversation to explore how schools and universities can work together more effectively. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
I welcome you all to our program. It's a Matter of Principles by EduTV, where we bridge schools to universities. I extend my heartfelt thanks to both of you for taking out time out of your busy schedules to join us today. And I'm sure your inside experiences are invaluable to our viewers. I'm truly honored and grateful for your presence. Without further ado, Dr. Das, over to you. Let's dive into this engaging dialogue on building strong bridges between schools and universities.
Good morning, Bhavna, ma'am. It's so nice. It's been, I guess, over 25 years. 25, yeah, close to 30 years that I last visited my school and I got to see a principal, and I feel elated, to be sitting with those people who shape careers of students. Thank you first to join in this conversation, and I feel being back to school when I can see my principal. So, ma'am, can I start the conversation?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I have just a few questions. The first is, as per your experience, what are the biggest challenges students are facing now while they are transiting from school to university?
Thank you for asking the most important question, wherein we are trying to bridge this gap, the whole education community. I'm talking about K-12 segment. I feel the core issue is the transition from the structured environment of a school to the more independent and demanding setting of university. It can be challenging for many students. And this transition involves academic, social, and emotional adjustments. Now, why it matters? Because when we talk about transition, a smooth transition is crucial for a student's success in higher education. Students who are well prepared are more likely to thrive academically, engage socially, and perform very well through their graduation. Now here I feel like that the major part is for all the senior teachers, especially all the teachers teaching class 11th and 12th, to prepare them, counsel them that what their college life will be, because it is a kind of a shock when they, and it's not a kind of a shock, it's a kind of an excitement. And when you are in a disciplined structure, and from that disciplined structure, you got that freedom, from discipline to freedom, so-called freedom, you can take it. And they know no one monitor what the way they are roaming, what they are doing. So student can get misdirected. And this kind of a guidance to many such things, we need to give it in the school only. And this particular coaching is required, this particular counseling is required for the smooth transition. Let me talk about your management. Your management institute started in 1995. NAC A, everything you have, even though you have a very good shooter also. So in your academy, how you are building your student strength and how we can bridge. It is not about bridging a gap from or having a smooth transition from the K-12 to the university. It is very important to plan academia industry gap also. You must have seen a girl who has posted on the social media that being the topper of the university, having the gold medal, not able to get the job. So where is the lack? So this is the way we should be, and we are in this technology world. Everything is now robotic. So this kind of a transition we need to plan in a very, very in a systematic way. It is not like haywire. It should be a systematic way, a reformed approach wherein every individual get the attention of their for their life, for their success, for their say whatever they plan to. I think you
Yeah, I'm
feel
getting
like
it.
that. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a very good one, ma'am. Like to elate the audience, I would like to ask you, ma'am, like uh, in the past, if you have done or you feel there are institutions who are doing that, how they are, collaborating, like how schools are collaborating with universities to smoothen this process. If you have any example of the past or any brand that you have worked with, okay, like an Edu TV, that it has helped you. So if you can enlighten our students with that.
Okay. So if you ask me about EduTV's role, this I think Pranav is doing a great job. This platform provides a valuable opportunity to foster dialogue between the school and the university leaders and leading insights and collaborative solutions um, so that we all can collaborate together. Now, if you ask me, when I saw, let me give you the example. Let me give you the example here. We have celebrated the on April 14th. The with Pranav got so many students from different schools, and we celebrated the day on April. That is the day of
The Quantum Day, I suppose.
Quantum Day. Yeah, I just slipped that one. So Quantum Day was there, and it just slipped from my mind actually. So that Quantum Day was there, and I have seen how the Edu TV has brought the talent from different schools, and all the students were there, and they were explaining very well. They were talking to the professors and the people over there, and they presented very well. So that was I was the speaker there, and that was a project by Professor M. Pant, our own Professor M. Pant. So this is how EduTV is working. And this is the rule of, this is the one role which EduTV is doing. And the rest, your question, the part one which you asked, that how other schools are collaborating. So each and every school is trying to have the career counseling sessions, and they're calling the universities. They are collaborating with the universities. They are having the session, because we are in this world wherein in this VUCA world, where is the uncertainty is so high. Even I am not aware of that. What kind of job will be? I just now had a class with my 10th A. I take life skills. I teach life skills to my 10th, 11th, and 12th, so that I can have a good discussion with them, and I know them very well. So I was just telling them that you have to don't prepare for 2025. No need. Prepare for the day when you will be graduating. There is no look yourself in 2031. Don't look here in 2025. Don't think that 2026 is too good, because here I know my syllabus, I know my pattern, I know my teachers will put effort, my parents will be after my life. There are so many things which will help me to sail through this board परीक्षा के लिए। इस वाहन में जिसमें आप बैठे हुए हैं, इसके लिए आपके पास बहुत सारे नाविक हैं जो आपको इससे पार करा देंगे। पर जो जिंदगी की जंग है और जो जिंदगी में आपके होने वाला है, ना तो उसका कोई सिलेबस है, ना उसका कोई करिकुलम है, ना उसका कोई क्वेश्चन पेपर आएगा, एंड यू हैव टू फेस दैट. So this is how you have to plan. This is how you have to visualize. So critical thinking, problem solving, creative thinking, interpersonal skills, coping with the emotions, all these skills you have to gather. And this is how we try to bring that kind of a skill in them. And then we tell them that how you have to collaborate. Now, just for an incident, just for an example, I just shared that on 14th we will be having the event from ISRO. The scientists will be coming from the ISRO only. This is the event which is exclusively happening in Laburnum Public School. Scientists will be coming. It is an event under Ministry of Education, and when the students will be listening from the scientist, you can imagine that how they will feel. And because right now we need to make them understand there are only 4 fields which are available: space science, agriculture, medical, and waste management. These 4 fields will be there, otherwise else everything can be programmed. The only thing, innovation. That's why we always talk about the Modi ji always talk about that, yes, we need to have more and more startups. So for this reason, every institution, I'm not saying I am doing, every institution, every school is trying to have some tie with the universities, and they are sending their students for their for the factories. Internships are there. So this is how the process is going on, but still it's just the beginning. Lot of work has to be done. Over to you.
It's lovely, like, to ask the students to see at 2030 when you're at 2025, like, yeah, like generally in class 12 students don't think so much, but it's good as a principal. Ma'am, I have a couple of questions. First is, have you seen, like, I hail from a small town, and for me, as you said, four streams that you have highlighted. In my times, it was like you need to do a science, commerce. If you're a good student, you take up science and then commerce and then arts. But now I see students are going for varied lines. It's not limited to, if you're an engineer, you can't be a musician. So like that, I just wanted to understand, do you feel that the aspirations over the past one decade, the trends are changing? Noticing something that the trends are changing among students. They are opting for less preferred lines but highly successful lines, like career paths. So did you see some changes that students are looking forward?
I just share with you what's happening. Like, I'm a cybersecurity expert, okay, and I'm a computer science teacher. So my students came to me, ma'am, the problem is this: they want small learning, fast earning. They will not say, ma'am, we want to go ahead with the complete certified ethical hacking. They will simply come and ask you, ma'am, ये hack का बता दीजिए, ये कौन सा कोड लगेगा, फेसबुक हैक कैसे कर सकते हैं, या कैसे है. So this is the trend actually, because they don't want to deep dive into it. They all are floating on the surface. जल्दी से बता दो, ये बता दो, बस फट से काम हो जाए हमारा. And this is the problem area wherein the school system has to work. Because if you ask me, as you said that, ma'am, 10 साल में क्या, what are the changes which you have seen? 10 years, I have seen a century like a difference, because I started teaching in 97. I am the one who has seen the floppy to the AI. Because when we started teaching, there was a floppy drive and we used to insert that floppy, and then the Windows 3.1 has to, DOS was there as an operating system only. So that era to this era, the tremendous change, especially uh, after this pandemic, because we all are now digital citizens. We no more are citizens. We have the identity as a digital citizen, and we happily there. I think you must have seen so many memes and so many ads like this, that every person in the family is having the phone in the hand and nobody is talking to each other. They're
Yes.
texting to each other but not talking to each other. So this kind of atmosphere is at home, because, and the problem is this: a parent like us, if I consider me as a parent of today, I know that how difficult it is to earn money, to work for a livelihood. So when we come towards the end of the day, we expect our parents, kids, to tell us something good. My mama, I got good marks. Mama, I got this. Mama, I got that. So this time has changed. You won't imagine what the difference between the students' behavior is so. I think sea size changes there. There was no earlier when we used to say something to the students used to obey it without even asking. Now the student will ask you why. If you are giving me this task, tell me why. So the time has changed. The time has changed in the technology intervention, but in the conference, in the last conference, when there was a discussion like this, there was saying that nowadays students are not good, but I feel like students are more intelligent than we are. Why? We were supposed to see our books. We were supposed to see a little bit of TV, Chitrahar or something like that. We were supposed to play outside, and that the game is on, done, and the whole day is gone, and we are sleeping in the night. Nowadays, a child, even though we are in a small vicinity, my school is in Bonsi. A child has to manage the social media account. A child has to school. A child has to manage the coaching. A child has to maintain that peer pressure, that how to deal and how to behave in the society. A child has to prepare for the competitive exam, even for a graduation, even for your institute. If they have to come, they have to compete. So that kind of a competition has, and now see, they all are doing so. There were no 90s. फर्स्ट डिवीजन आना बहुत बड़ी बात थी. 75% तो बस बहुत ही, we were like very very intelligent during that time. Now we have 9. See the data. How it's not about CBSE, ICSE data also. See, the students have become more intellectual, which I say, and they have a versatile capabilities. A child who is good in who is a good orator, even though a musician, even though a good at his academics. So this is kind of a personality is bringing, and this is the change which I can see. The only thing is that you have to talk to them with pyar ki bhasha. Then they will be under your influence. Otherwise, else they will not. I just gave right now, when I was in class, I gave them that you have to write 25 names to whom you are connected. Are you able to write? Who influence your life? It's a very old saying that you are who to whom you are interact every day. The 5 persons you interact every day. So this is how we need to build and counsel them. So here the role of counseling is more, and this particular change is there, technology is there. So in this particular, I think the challenges which we are facing is that we need to have the skill development. We need to emphasize the development of the essential skills. That's what I was sharing with you. Then practical strategies like project-based learning, debate clubs, leadership opportunities, go and be the monitor. Universities support is required. Like, go to that university. I keep on sending my students to the nearby universities. How can that? How universities can provide resources and support to help students to develop these skills. So, like this, we need to collaborate.
Lovely.
So this is, I feel like that this should be the way.
Ma'am, and one last piece of advice you would like to give universities to better understand the needs of today's schools, especially the school students who are leaving the school. What is that one advice that you'd like to give to institutions like us?
I think that it's not advice you all are doing. It's just my actionable insights which I can share with you. Like, we should have some collaborative pathways like joint workshops and seminars. Then mentorship program. National Mission of Mentoring has been established by NCTE with this vision, and it is all what we are talking right now. It is all a part of New Education Policy 2020. Because why we are talking about internship, everything, and I just missed that part of yours that you said, ma'am, there are so many options are there for the students. Yes, there are so many options because NEP has given us that there are liberal studies. If a child is going for physics and history, go. So like this, universities has to prepare, and yes, UGC is also working on it. So mentorship programs are required, data sharing and research is required, and regular communication is required. It is not about, I recommend you very honestly, going and having one workshop in one school will not work. I just want that there should be some feedback mechanism wherein I am not looking for 200 students. Once you will be giving a lecture over there or a workshop over there, during that workshop, there might be 5 to 10 students, those who will be interested in getting admission at IFIM. I don't need 200. I need just 10. Focus on that 10. Tell them, ma'am, give the responsibility. Tell the principal, give the responsibility. I will take it forward. We will mentor them so that they will come to our institute with the pride, with the scholarship.
Thank you.
So this is what is required, I believe.
Thank you, Bhavna, ma'am.
So
I wish.
Thank you so much.
I could have continued discussion this, and I hope to meet you soon somewhere in some EduTV program. It was nice interacting with you, ma'am.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you,
Sure.
EduTV.
Same here.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Bhavna ma'am. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you,
Das.
ma'am.
In fact, Bhavna ma'am, we can also plan across a counseling session between your students and IFIM. It could be virtually, or maybe somebody from their team could be there in your campus and interact with the students
Sure.
on the spot also, like you mentioned.
We can plan.
So I'll coordinate with them and with you on to the same, ma'am. And on behalf of NTV, I sincerely thank Dr. Bhavna Chibbar, Dr. Das for joining us today's program. It's a matter of principles. And I'm grateful for your time and sharing your expertise with our viewers. Thank you. This is Tanya signing off from NTV. Thank you.